everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Casey.
And I'm Anthony.
And we're Dos Cavazos, and we're watching episode 4 of The Witcher today. Last time, we discovered a lot, and still didn't discover a lot. And I noticed that we had missed something. So we missed what's his name? The king and the sister were at the ball where Yennefer was as children, which solidifies the fact that Yennefer is in the past, Geralt is here, and Cirilla is here. And I'm sticking to it. So, if this is the past over here, Yennefer, Geralt, Cirilla. That's what I'm gonna go with. That's what I'm going with until the end. So, I want to see if I'm correct with the timeline. You know, it's not that easy to figure out. No. I'm like going on a tangent here about this timeline. Like, I guess if you have read the books and play the game, maybe it's easy, but just for the average viewer who has no idea of the world, like, I'm not trying to bash on it or anything by saying that. It's still a great show, but it's kind of difficult to figure out. Yeah. And the only hints you get are, like, subtle one little word or just, like, quick, you know? So I get that you have to be paying attention, but it's friggin' hard to kind of figure this out. Yeah. But we're piecing it together, and that doesn't mean that we're not enjoying it at all, because it's a great show.
No, I love it. So where we left off last episode, Yennefer pretty much went against everyone's wishes. Mm-hmm. She was originally supposed to go to where she was originally from. I believe it's Aden.
No, she was originally supposed to go to... Yeah, she was supposed to go to Aden.
She was supposed to go to Aden.
And then...
They told her, you're going to Nilfgaard. She didn't want to go to Nilfgaard. She had a confrontation with Eastred because Eastred revealed to Stregobor that she is a quarter elf.
But she was talking about Eastred to her, I forgot her name, Teresia, the lady.
So anyway, so she went against them. She got the procedure done where she could no longer bear children. Mm-hmm. She changed her appearance.
Different looking.
Yeah, I feel like she's a lot more powerful now. She has a little bit more grasp of her powers. She's more confident. Obviously, she has the beauty to go with that too. Mm-hmm. Not that she ever really wanted that, but that comment that Eastred made to her about you're just mad that you are not going to be beautiful. I think that really stuck a nerve to her. So she's pretty much on like a fuck you type of mission. Like, screw all you guys. I am going to do what I'm going to do.
And she said it's what I'm owed.
Yes.
Which I get it from her perspective. You know, she's been just like kind of struck down her whole life. But I feel like in life, you're not owed anything. Yeah. And my perspective, and I don't know, I mean, you know, I can't speak for a character in a show, but like, personally, I feel like you're not owed anything, no matter the circumstance. You really just have to make the best of what you have.
So, we don't know what's going to happen to her. Obviously, that's going to stir up some shit with everybody else, because she went against what everyone wanted. Where Geralt left off was he pretty much had to hunt down a Siga that actually killed one of his Witcher brethren. And he was pretty upset that they pretty much lied on his name too, making it seem that he just ran off with the coin as opposed to actually being killed because they were too scared of that. But really, there was a little incestuous relationship going on with the king and queen.
Which freaks me out. And I feel like that's why we missed the like kids in the thing, because we were so freaked out by like he was like doing his sister. Yeah. So, you know, okay, there's just that. We were still getting over that.
Yeah. And then after he pretty much, I don't want to say caught her, but like after he changed her back to human, I guess, she pretty much, she bit him or she stabbed him or something along those lines, but he ended up in like the infirmary, I guess you want to call it. And he was having that voice of, what's her face? What was her name? Renfrey in his head about the girl in the woods. The girl in the woods. Then immediately cut to Ciri, who just so happened to wander into the woods
in a trance, and then elf boy.
Elf boy. Well, elf boy. She called him Rat Boy. He's an elf. Yeah. But he got hit by an arrow, probably by Feather Boy.
Feather Boy, Feather Man. Infamous Feather Man. And that's where we are. Yeah. And we're jumbled, and, you know, that's okay, because we're figuring it out, and we're doing it, and we're going to learn more, hopefully, in this episode. Yeah. Or maybe we'll just get confused more.
We heard episode 4 is really going to give us a lot of information. I don't know how much it's going to piece together all of our questions, but we heard it's really, really good, so we're super excited about this episode.
Yes, we are.
And before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for all our recent subscribers. This overwhelming support of this last week and a half has just been amazing. Thank you all. But yes, don't forget to hit that bell so you stay notified from whenever we upload our other Witcher videos, which we only have 5 left with this one, so 4 more after this one. So we're getting close to the end of the season. Oh my gosh, it's starting to ramp up. So let's go check it out, guys.
So we're leaving off at her trance.
Seems like she might be enchanted or something. What the hell are these people?
Children of the forest?
I'm trying to look at their ears.
Where am I? How did I...
You are in Brooklyn Forest.
Okay. Don't know what that really means.
It swallowed the whole village, it did. Not a bone to be found.
Well, got a new creature.
Oh, don't give me that look, shitling. That's why we had to call him
Oh.
What they call
the
it.
White
Yeah.
Wolf.
The White
The
Wolf,
White
Jon
Wolf!
Snow!
But he'll take down a ship with
Do you
his
feel like he's kind of
carcass
BSing?
full of devil's teeth.
Sounds like
He
something
sounds like full
you
of
would...
shit.
This is brilliant.
This guy.
He died?
He's fine. See?
Oh,
Oh, that's funny.
Rivers of the sweetest of drinks from the
He's
rarest.
so oblivious.
he wants to be his
Women
manager.
and wine, girl.
Yeah.
The Lioness of Sintra herself will sing the praises of Yaskia's
This does feel like
Lioness of Sintra.
How many of these
Because
lots want to
Cinderella's the lion
Hard to
cub.
say. One stops to keep
Okay,
account
so
of the
past
wild.
the mother, the
Wives,
grandmother.
Yeah.
concubines,
Okay.
Mothers, sometimes.
Remember my timeline?
Ooh,
I'm just waiting for the
face.
timeline to be explained to me at this point.
So they're in Sintra.
Right, so stick close to me, look mean, and pretend you're a mute. Can't have anyone finding out who you actually are.
Geralt of Rivia! Mighty Witcher!
Shit.
I haven't seen you since the play.
Something about you reminds me of a scoundrel I once saw fleeing my wife's chambers. Drop your trousers.
Oh my gosh!
Didn't get a proper look at the little shit's face. But that pimply arse wasn't anywhere.
He was kicked in the balls by an ox as a child.
What? That's true.
That has to be the mom.
Oh, yeah, that has to be because that's her.
I love her. She's such a badass.
My daughter is eager to have this over with, as am I.
Her daughter. Mm-hmm. What if Cyrilla's Geralt's daughter?
I was thinking about that actually. I just didn't want to sound stupid and
I know.
guess that.
I'm guessing it.
Daughter of the lioness, behave like it.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should have some starving
So
serfs put into
it's Cersei's
Cersei.
mother. Cersei. Ciri's mother. Sorry.
As a lesson.
You can have who you want when you're married.
Dryads?
You have your mother's blood.
Dryads.
Dara?
Oh, he's not dead.
Ah, ew.
All newcomers to the forest must drink the waters. You will both drink the waters.
Geralt of Rivia.
A butcher of Blaviken bleats utter nonsense.
He's like, please don't stir up shit. I'm trying to think, can piece things together because if he goes over there, starts making conversation with her daughter, who knows what could happen?
Fiona.
I mean, she is the one who told Ciri to go find him.
He warned me not to let anyone know who I was outside the castle. And now the Black Knight is after me.
Castle.
He didn't
No,
know.
I know. She shouldn't have told him.
I forgot he didn't know.
I'm Princess.
She's making the
Cirilla.
same mistake
Oh,
Yennefer did by
no.
telling him who she was. Or what she was.
Your grandmother slaughtered my family.
She wouldn't do that.
I'm protecting the bard from vengeful royal cuckold.
I could torture you so very slowly into compliance.
Her Majesty will do as she wishes.
I think she likes him
No,
though.
not for turning.
No.
Nilfgaard. Oh, they're all making fun of them. Oh, wow. Yikes, this isn't gonna end well.
My potent seed inside the better will produce the strongest of male heirs.
Oh my gosh.
Yet Nilfgaard remains a shit rag of the South. That's saying something. How long will you last? A year? A month? A day?
Like, I want to laugh, but I don't. Because we all know what happened. Oh.
Yennefer.
I mean, I'm just a wound to him.
So that means we're in the past.
More than a fleshy
Maybe.
contraption.
She doesn't look happy.
I'm afraid I must return to Aiden.
Okay.
Aiden. So she's still
Well, she's gonna go
working for
back.
Aiden.
But instead, I've gotten to spend the last 3 decades cleaning up stupid political messes.
30 years?
They age less.
Glorified royal arse.
I know, it's just crazy that
Yeah.
it went a 30-year change from where we saw her last.
And she still looks the
Give them
same.
a good
Yeah.
for who you are, not for what you can give them.
I wonder if she's
If
sad.
only it weren't so boring.
She can't bear children. There. Oh shit. Is this something? Oh shit. Move closer.
She has to protect her. I'm pretty sure that's why she's there.
What is it?
I think it's... Oh my
Damn,
gosh.
I don't think a person did that.
Yeah, they got ripped
Oh my
apart.
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
The horses too.
Oh, he's still.
He's about to die.
Oh.
What the fuck is that?
What the hell? Run! Oh, she's using magic. That gave me chills. I don't know why.
It's like Doctor Strange opening
I
up a
don't like
portal.
this little spider thing.
Go, 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 go.
Oh my god.
It is like Doctor Strange's little portals.
It is.
Yeah.
It appears you've run out of chances to provide your king a male heir.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Every time he does magic, I'm getting chills. I have no idea why. Ew. Why does he just have a spider thing? This looks familiar.
It does.
Where is this? This is familiar. Are they in Sintra? She wanted to kill her. Why did she send a maid to be with her?
Oh, she's getting hurt.
Oh yeah, and she's gonna.
Oh, you gotta run. Go, go, go. Was it the necklace though that she got off of her?
Oh,
No.
maybe that. She's trying to figure it out.
Could it be the child?
Is it in the?
The blood? It's the baby. I feel like maybe they could track his blood. What just happened? Did she do that on purpose? I thought she was getting ready to fight him.
Did she just leave her? Or did she not mean to do that? Was she in on it?
No.
It is no longer possible to create more of us as the sacking of Camoran.
Seems we are quite the pair, Geralt of Rivia.
She has a thing for him, all right.
It's time.
Uh-oh.
What's this?
And I have come to claim your daughter's hand in marriage.
What is he?
Oh.
What the hell is
Is it
that?
an elf?
That's not an elf. It looks like a porcupine.
This night has been cursed.
You're as useless as the rest of them.
I come to claim what is rightfully mine by the law of surprise.
Rightfully his?
What's the law of surprise?
How is she rightfully his?
Yeah.
And why is he Porcupine Boy?
Geralt's gonna protect him.
Oh yeah, that's the Geralt we know and love.
Oh shit. Oh, he's gonna piss her off.
Oh no.
Geralt just needs to stop going places. Every time he goes somewhere, something bad happens.
It's like the Doctor in Doctor Who.
Oh, she's gonna start
Oh
fighting.
no. Oh. He ducked. Oh, I just got sad about that. Because he died.
She was right about blood being spilt there.
Wait, she's wanting to kill the child?
Yes.
Oh,
That's what I was saying. Like,
I thought he wanted to.
I have no remorse for her. She just
I
gave up
thought
her
she was
child.
trying to like save the child.
No.
Oh my god, it's gonna eat it. Oh, I don't like that. It's gonna eat it. Ah! Oh. Okay.
Oh, she came back. Oh, fuck
Apparently she's gonna give up the child.
yeah. Get it. Get in. Oh, I got her. Oh, no.
No way. They're just gonna show it like that?
All that was for naught.
I need a tissue. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in love.
Okay.
I knew
I was
it.
wondering because she
I
looks
knew it.
like too invested in him.
Maybe he got cursed because of it.
For the day that I saved your husband, King Ragnar, from a certain death, I chose the law of surprise as payment.
Knew he'd come. And you pushed me to kill him.
Destiny has determined the surprise be Pavetta.
Until destiny intervened and our hearts collided.
Were we to challenge destiny? Life was saved. That must be paid.
Destiny helps people believe there's an order to this horse shit. There isn't. But
That
a promise
validated
made
her.
must be honored.
Promise.
That's true for a commoner, as it is for a queen.
So because he saved him, he's owed something, is what I'm getting. So because he fell in love with her, that's who he
Mother.
chose. Or what he chose.
I will
It's not
marry
just call
him.
her what.
So Cirilla, a porcupine baby?
Did they ever explain what happened to her, like Cirilla's mom and maybe the porcupine?
She just said they died. They never.
What if she killed them?
They haven't gone into it.
It's your destiny.
So does his curse lift at the 12th hour?
Oh, Witcher, come on, Geralt, do something. Oh, that's where she got her power. There we go.
Woo!
So what is she?
She's a lion. So is this still her power, or is this something else? Yeah.
What is going on? And what the hell is she? What powers does she have besides the screaming thing?
This reminds me of that scene in Shrek where they like turn. Potions. Maybe she's some sort of sorceress or something. Okay.
Can you stop this tornado that you got going on in the banquet hall? You guys find someone that loves you like she loves that porcupine. I would not let her get near him again. She already tried to kill him once. Do you think she knows that she had that power?
I don't know.
I thought your grandmother's gift had skipped you.
Grandmother and
Destiny has spoken! And I have listened.
It took a lot for you to fucking listen.
Pavetta will marry Lord Urchin.
Is his name Urchin? Because that's hilarious.
Queen Calanthia's agreed to my proposal of marriage.
Oh, this is where they got together.
Because he had asked her a bunch of times and she kept saying no.
She's like, I choose Geralt. Is she seeing like when the elves were being slaughtered?
Maybe.
Yeah, the ears.
God.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Blood on her hands. Is that the
Feather boy!
What's going to be okay?
Everything.
He sounds weird.
Yeah.
Forget.
Don't forget who you are.
Right now, though, she just has no one.
She has the hope of Geralt.
I wonder if she's developed this attitude from other events, or is it still from those events that happened right before she went through her transformation?
I wonder if she's gonna go back to him, the king that had, you know.
So he was cursed, but will this change him? Out of curiosity?
I don't know.
I didn't really talk about that.
He said something about the 12th hour, so I'm curious about that. He has some stuff in his spikes. Is he changed? Oh. Oh my god. What the heck? What's going on?
There he goes. He's back.
So that lifted the curse? He needed true love's kiss?
She's like, I liked you better as the porcupine.
The curse has been lifted.
Huh. Wonder who cursed him.
I think this has the makings of my greatest ballad yet.
No.
I must repay you.
You've proven yourself to be the kind of man who would do the same. I want nothing.
You could have my daughter. I'm just kidding.
I claim the tradition as you have. The lore of surprise. Give me that which you already have, but do not know.
No! What have you done, Witcher?
Destiny can go.
What the fuck's going on?
Pregnant? He just like repeated the.
Everyone's just staring at him like he did something.
He said. So now he gets her daughter? Is that what this is?
Is it? But is it not guaranteed your daughter though?
Yeah.
Is it? Or your child? Is it?
I don't think so.
You can't outrun destiny just because you're terrified of it. It's coming, Geralt.
She was his destiny.
Won't change that.
Bullshit.
Is she a little too young for him?
Just the bond that will come into being between you and this child. When it is born, will be extraordinary.
But like, why? Just because he said those words?
I just don't understand how. Maybe they're saying that it is destiny, but I still don't see how it's they're due their daughter.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
He's due their daughter, but everything that's being said so far, that she was his destiny, and she told him. Oh, sorry. The grandmother told Ciri to go seek out Geralt.
Is that the mom? Oh,
Yeah.
Calanthe.
Remember she jumped out the window?
Yeah, okay. Oh,
What's
gosh.
going on?
Ugh. Oh, gross. Hey, that's Virgilla, isn't that?
I think so. Like the hand girl?
Because she was from Nilfgaard. Ugh. That was the grossest thing. Oh my god.
What the hell's going on with him?
What the heck? Why did...
What the hell is the purpose of this?
Featherman! Damn it, Frigilla!
Damn it.
Why did the insides tell them that?
I have no
It's
idea.
like the blood, maybe?
Oh.
Oh, Mousesack.
Let's see, he was getting something.
From her, yeah.
Well, it looks like he was reaching for something.
The desert. Same desert?
That's what I was curious about. This is the same one Yennefer was at. She's in the upside down.
What are you, child?
That's how
Really?
it ends. I want to know what she is too. So that was episode 4. We still don't know what Ciri is. She
Or her mother was.
Or what her
or
mother,
her grandmother was.
Yeah, we don't know what her lineage, what power she has, or what species she might be if she's not human. I'm curious. Is Ciri promised now to Geralt? Like, are they supposed to be a thing?
I don't know. I'm confused by...
So my phone just thought I was
Ciri?
talking to Ciri.
I don't know. I feel like, okay, that whole, what's it called? Something of surprise?
yeah.
Law of surprise?
Law of surprise.
What? Like, because they said
Yeah.
it could be, like, a crop or, like, the firstborn, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, like, all of a sudden it went to, like,
See-
marriage. So is it just, like, any sort of, you know, like, hey, I want you to owe me something? You know, like,
Yeah.
I helped you, you helped me later on. Is
Yeah.
it that kind of thing?
But I think it doesn't necessarily, I'm not sure of this, but I don't think it necessarily has to be like, you know, their child. But they kept saying destiny, it's destiny, it's destiny.
Yeah,
And then
and
as soon as he said it
they were
too,
all
she threw
shocked.
up with like morning
Yeah.
sickness or whatever that may have been.
And but then like Queen Calanthe was like, "What have you just done?"
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe we're gonna find out more about
We
what,
have to,
what
yeah.
that meant, because I mean he was just saying it like, "Oh, you know, I'll just do what you did, whatever."
So Calanthe told Ciri to go find Geralt.
Mm-hmm.
So he's your destiny.
And then Renfrey,
because they've been saying destiny,
which
yeah.
is random that she's involved.
Yeah.
Was like, the girl in the woods is your destiny. How did she know that? Is she
Yeah.
gonna come back to play? You know.
Like, who is Renfrey in conjunction to all these other people?
Exactly.
Like, how does she know everyone? Like, how is she
Exactly.
involved?
Maybe we'll see her again.
Maybe. If she really did.
Well, I think she's dead, but maybe we'll see her like in the past.
Yeah.
And then who is Featherman? So we finally saw Nilfgaard at the end of the battle taking that little piece of flesh off of
Yeah.
Queen Calanthe, which was gross. And I guess something in her blood showed them where
She
Cirilla
was.
is. But like
They just sacrificed him to figure that
I
out,
know.
though.
But and then we saw Fringilla or Frigilla, I forgot. She was there, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she still has bad blood with Yennefer.
Oh, absolutely, because she took where she was supposed to go.
And she's in Nilfgaard, which is like this bad place that nobody wants. And obviously everyone was making fun of the Nilfgaardian prince.
Nilfgaardian.
Nilfgaard, which, I mean, who knows if that started this whole thing,
Yeah.
or there's been a lot of weirdness going on there.
What was the whole like story arc with Yennefer really about? Like, I'm really misunderstanding that the person that she was guiding was the king, her king's wife?
Mm-hmm. And she wasn't able to bear a son, so he wanted to have her killed, which is very similar to what King Henry...
So why did he send Yennefer with her then?
I don't know.
What was the point of that?
I don't know.
Did
Maybe
she
he
like
wanted-
was he sending them both off to death?
I don't know.
Because I would imagine if you're sending like that assassin there to kill,
Or maybe he
killed
just-
all the men too. So
Maybe
why
he
wouldn't
just
she
did
kill
it
Yennefer?
to like, I don't know, keep up appearances. Like, if he sent her alone without a mage, it would look weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Where do you think it's gonna go from here?
I don't know. There's so much going on. I feel like we're gonna find out what the heck was going on with Geralt and why it was such a big deal that he said that. Why are they their destiny?
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I think we're gonna find out what Ciri is.
hopefully,
Finally, it
yeah.
seems like.
And hopefully we find out.
Now that a tree is asking her what she is, hopefully we could actually figure that out too.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of ended on that little cliffhanger there. So hopefully we figure that out.
And hopefully we can find out why Renfrey is involved.
Yeah.
And how she knows. So obviously it's been like 3 decades, so 30 years for Yennefer. So I'm curious if she is now in line with either Geralt's timeline or Cirilla's timeline. I don't know. I don't know the difference in times of them. But I know that she was before, and then Geralt, and then Cirilla. So I feel like Geralt is going to catch up to Cirilla at some point, or Yennefer is going to catch up to Cirilla, or Geralt and Yennefer.
They're all going to meet up at some point. I just don't know who's going to meet up first.
Yeah.
It seems like Yennefer is so far
behind.
I don't know if she's behind or not, but it just seems like that you see, Geralt is, like, they keep saying, okay, the girl in the woods, she's your destiny. And then, obviously, her grandmother told Ciri that, okay, find Geralt. So those two are at least they're on a collision course, I would imagine. But
Like,
Yennefer, I feel like, is over here.
Yeah, like,
so I'm not sure.
How is she related to this whole scenario?
But she has to meet up with them.
Yeah, or else why
point.
would she just be, like, a character in this? You know, like...
I also want to know, okay, she seems very, like... This isn't what I really wanted.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, is this all stemming from the events that happened in the previous episode? Or were there more things that happened to her in that 3 decades that we jumped that made her more calloused, I would say?
Or maybe this just wasn't what she expected. Just being a mage at, like, at court was not what she expected. Because she's just doing, like, errands. Basically, like, running the queen back and forth, escorting her, and just doing these kinds of smaller tasks. And she wanted to be this great and powerful mage. And maybe just, like, not fulfilling what she had expected from herself. And I'm curious if she's going to go back to Aiden, I think it's what it's called. If she's going to go back there after what the king just tried to do to potentially her as well.
Yeah.
Because she was kind of in that, and, like, maybe he wanted them both dead. I don't know.
It's like, I want a new mage.
So, we don't know about that yet, but definitely he wanted the wife dead. And then the baby.
Yeah, the baby too.
Yeah.
I would imagine that parasite or whatever that
Little
spider roach or whatever
thing
was about to eat the baby.
So
possibly.
Maybe this is going to propel her story forward to get to Geralt or Cirilla or both. So yeah, this is just a whole... I was thinking maybe Geralt is Cirilla's father at first, but obviously that's not what happened there. And then who put the curse on Porcupine Man?
Porcupine Man?
Who?
Ciri's dad.
Yeah, who cursed him in the first place? So I feel like every time we learn so many things, like we
get more questions.
Yeah, we have more questions. And we're trying our best to follow along, and it's still very enjoyable. And I feel like that makes it more exciting is having all these questions, because then we're, like, thinking. Like, I, like, sometimes am randomly just sitting there like, I wonder if this is this, and then is this?
See, I want to say this. I don't feel like... I mean, I understand somewhat, I guess, like, the surprise of, like, them being different timelines, but I feel like it's made it slightly confusing, at least for me, with, like, no prior knowledge of that. So it's... If I hadn't read, like, comments and things of that about, like, the timelines, there were subtle hints about
things. Or, like,
things.
the things that we had missed that, like, kind of helped.
But the things I feel like we missed, they were just so quick,
small and quick.
Subtle phrases or subtle words that a character said.
The average person who wouldn't have read the books or played the games might not catch it unless they rewatch the episode. Or, like, maybe later on it all comes together, you know?
Yeah.
And that could be perceived as a negative, and I feel like, you know, if anything, that might be, like, one thing. And I feel like I've heard a lot of other people say that just, like, the timeline is kind of hard to follow.
I heard it's one of the really cool things about the season and one of the negative things.
Yeah.
So at least that's what I've heard from you guys in the comments. Oh, not from everyone in the comments.
I can see that, because it is really intriguing, like, trying to piece it all together like a puzzle. But if you miss it at all, then you're just, like, behind. And so luckily we're just, like, you know, kind of catching up as we go. But... Yeah. You know, still very good. Still a great show. I feel like it's getting better and better every episode, honestly. And I say this every time, but I can't wait for the next one, because we, like, are always left on a cliffhanger, and I want to know who Featherman is.
So I feel like I'm getting now the characters. Like what I said earlier before this episode, we're getting the characters. I'm a little bit understanding that now. Now I'm starting to piece together, like, the world a little bit. Like, okay, Nilfgaard, it's looked as, like, this they just kind of make fun of it, like kind of what you said. It's just kind of like, oh, it's just Nilfgaard.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what's going to happen with that. I'm curious where the story's going to develop to. I'm curious when these characters are going to get together. Hopefully next episode we find out what Ciri actually is and what her lineage
why
gave
her
her.
powers, why she has powers,
Yeah.
what her grandmother was. What if she's elf?
I don't think she's elf. She's Porky Banshee.
Oh, well, all right. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell if you haven't already so you can stay notified for our future videos and for our next Witcher reaction. And we will see you all next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.